learning. I read a lot of books. I listen to a lot of podcasts. So what I'm saying is just what I'm doing with my own life. I'm applying with my own life that I learn from the books I'm reading too. So what I'm saying is I got it from the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. If you want to read the book, you can read it. If you want the audio version, you can download it from AudioMax, or you can download it from YouTube, and you can just listen to it on your way to work, in the metro or in the bus. It's anyhow you prefer it. If you're a lazy reader that hates to flip pages, I think the audio version is good for you. And he says in this book, he divides this thing into 5 buckets. And he say in this book, you have 5 buckets. What I do is, when they say bucket, it does not necessarily mean like a physical bucket. Me,
Mm.
I do accounts and I do purses. So, like, the first bucket is your investment bucket. Then the second one is your necessity bucket. The third one is your learning bucket. The fourth one is your pension bucket. And the fifth one is your fun bucket. The name is The Richest Man in Babylon. Okay. The investment bucket is the money you are saving to invest in something that will generate you more money. That's your investment bucket. And then your necessity bucket is it should carry like the highest percentage of your salary. Your necessity bucket should get like 60% of your salary. So if you're making, say, 1,000 dirhams, 600 dirhams should go to your necessity bucket. You get. That's where you pay your house rent, you pay your bills, your metro card, your food, all these things, your necessity. These are things that you cannot do without for that month. So you put all that money, you sum all that, you put it in your necessity bucket. Now, after that, 10% of your salary then goes into your investment buckets where you keep to invest. Then 10% can go to your learning bucket. If you're someone that likes to take courses, like to attend seminars, like to read books or purchase books online on Amazon, I do that. So I keep 10% in my learning bucket. The next one is my pension. Pension, like I said before, I save money for even my children that are unborn. I'm saving money already for them. So pension is like for myself, my old age. In 20 years, 30 years from now, I will not have this strength to work again, and I will not want to be a pest to my children. I need to have my own money. So that's what your pension fund is. Some of us in Cameroon, we have what we call CMPS. Yes, CMPS is good, but this one is different. It's you keeping this money in your account. Now, the last 10% of the money goes into your fund basket. Your fund basket is, I call it miscellaneous. You can call it your fun basket or miscellaneous, like when you want to hang out with your friends, or when you want to go outing, you want to buy, you see maybe a nice handbag or something you like, you want to buy, you buy from there. You see that if you take out this money from your fun basket, you don't actually feel guilty for spending that money. The greatest secret to maintaining this thing is not even having much money. It is developing that discipline, having that financial discipline to implement it first. It's not how much you're making, it is having the habit in place first. So how do you put this habit in place first? The minute you get that alert, do not spend a dime. Do it immediately. Immediately. You need to split the money before you start spending, because if you say let me spend and then I will split it later, you discover that you will not do it.
Mm.
The minute you get it, you do it immediately. For me, my own way of doing it is, here in Dubai I have 3 accounts. So my salary account has 2 sub accounts under. So it goes automatic into it. You can go to your bank and tell them that, okay, I need you to place a standing order on my account that whenever my salary gets into my account, 10% of this money should go to this account, 10% should go to this account. So it's an order. Immediately the salary drops, money drops into that account. It splits like that, automatic. Now, I'm left with the remaining money, which is for my learning and my other account, pension. I withdraw that one and I put it in my own another account. So once you've split the money like that, you know you're now left with what you can spend without feeling guilty about it. If you don't split it immediately, the money comes. Trust me, once you start spending money from it, you would end up not doing it. And I shared some key points too before you guys came in. I said what I do in December, the last 3 weeks of December, it's my planning time. I plan for the next year using those 3 weeks of December. People ask me, what are you always planning? I'll tell you what I do during those last 3 weeks of the year. I evaluate my life throughout the year. I evaluate my finances. I evaluate every detail of these things, and that is what helps me forecast for the next year. Like I was telling Gift at the beginning of this, to help me monitor my expenses and make sure expenses don't catch me unaware. I write down all the possible expenses that I will have for the next academic year. Maybe I have a best friend, her birthday is coming in March, or I may have a girlfriend, her birthday will come in September, or I have a son or a mother or something. Every possible expense that I will have for the next academic year, I write it down. And I start dropping money for that monthly. I start dropping money in an envelope for that monthly. So if my friend will have a birthday, say in June, I will not feel guilty taking 100 dirhams from that envelope to buy her a gift. And I will not feel that money has left my May salary because I have been planning for this all this while. So the more you write down, you forecast your expenses, the better you're able to manage your upcoming expenses, and it will be easier for you. You will not feel like, okay, I have to wait for my May salary for me to be able to do something in June. No, you've been planning for this all this while, so it will be easier for you to take out the money without even feeling it. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is when you do this, and this I spoke of 5 buckets. I practice 7. I have 7. You can do 8, you can do 9. It depends on you. So the extra 2 that I have is my health, the health, and this my miscellaneous accounts for expenses, my upcoming expenses. There are people who are in the diaspora, who are even back home, that they do not have a health account. They don't have like 100 dirhams saved somewhere that, okay, I can leave my house today. I slump at my workplace and I was rushed to the hospital. They don't have any money anywhere kept for that. So I have like the extra envelope is for that, my health envelope. So in case I fall sick all of a sudden, unexpected, I would have money that can treat me. And I will not feel that I have gone to the hospital, oh, my account is now red because I fell sick. You see that you're ready for it before it even comes. Now, some people will say, you're saving money. Are you planning for sickness to catch you? No, it's just for you to be on the alert, to be aware. What happens in December when, let's say in December, we know, especially us Africans, December is always a very big. I have a lot of people that I also send money to in December, but I don't feel that pressure on me in December because I have been keeping that money since January. So if, for example, say I've been keeping 25 dirhams or 50 dirhams or 100, by December I will have 1,000 or 1,200. I can easily split it to my family members for their December money And I won't have that pressure that okay, I have to send money back home. Where do I get the money from? How do I live? So you see that that pressure is not really on you because you've been keeping this money already. And then the last thing to conclude is, if you really,
Sorry,
really
Teacher
want
B.
to
Sorry,
live
Teacher B, if you
long.
can just, hello, ma. If I can just add a little voice to the last one you just mentioned now.
Yeah,
Even apart from one doing it as an individual, that you have certain percentage of your salary that you save for health. If you
mm,
don't have that discipline, there are also some health insurance packages that
yeah,
one could also go for, and they will. It means that when you have any health challenge, it
mm,
can cover with this policy plan. So,
yeah,
and you have certain number of years that you have to save this money, and after that they will give you your money back. But for the period while you are still, your policy is active, if there's any health challenge, you can exploit the policy, and then they will support you for your medical bills and what have
mm,
you. So this is also a good thing that one should also do. You may think that you don't need it. Every day that passes by, you are growing older. You don't know what
yeah,
is underlying in your health. You don't know when anything can be discovered in your body. This body,
exactly.
you cannot see the inside. You don't know how is functioning inside. Anything can happen. It's not that you are wishing yourself any bad luck, or are you wishing yourself to get sick. No, anything
No,
can happen to anybody.
exactly. You
Because
could
of
get
this,
hit
you need
by
to
a
be
car
vigilant.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Thank you.
And also, what you're saying, I really like that the insurance part is good. And this health part, I think, is something we really need to talk about it seriously too, because we Africans, if you're not sick, like you're slumbing, they will not go to the hospital to check their vital organs, like your kidney or your heart, or they will not go to the hospital. They will, rather than for them to waste saying 90,000 or 100,000 francs to go to the hospital and say, I just want to do medical checkup. They will not do that until it is becoming chronic. Then they will go and spend 500K in the hospital. So we need to develop that habit of self-consciousness, taking care of yourself, especially if you're working. And the last one I wanted to round up with was having the discipline to discipline yourself not to give everything you're making to people. Like I said, for this thing to work, you have to have that discipline. The problem is, you are supposed to go out there. You have gone out. You're out of the country for greener pastures. You're there to make your own self and then come back and get others. The reason why you're not making it is because you want to be UN. You want to rescue everyone. You cannot rescue everyone because your legs are not even firm on the ground. You have to go out there, learn yourself, position yourself, be strong before you come back and get them. If you're trying to rescue them when you are not even strong, it's like you diving into a sea, trying to save someone from drowning. Both of you will drown together. So you have to have that discipline. Trust me, the only people that you have the responsibility to give them money, like you owe them, is your biological parents. Your sisters, all those extended families, they will call you and tell you, oh, if you don't send the money, this person is about to have an operation. If you don't give them that money, they will find a way. Trust me. Tell them no and watch and see if they will not find another way to do that thing without you. But once you start giving it constantly, they make it feel like if you don't do that, they will die. No, they won't die. They will find another way
Mm.
and they will do it. It's for you to have that discipline. Learn to say no to people without feeling guilty about it. When you start giving to people to the extent that you're sacrificing yourself, you're making them a thief. Like I said before, they are stealing from you what you need, and you can't even tell them because they keep taking from you. Like I said at the beginning of the show, in this life, your money is like a perfume. You're holding the bottle, you have the source. You can be spraying it on people, but you need to keep your source. So if you cannot keep your source, you will definitely lose everything and you won't even have the source again.
And you will go dry.
And you will go dry. You need to keep your source. You are the source. What flows out of your cup, you can give it to them. But you have to keep your cup full. I said it here last time. It's not called selfishness. It's called self-fullness. You need to take care of yourself first. You need to be self-full.